11:28 p.m., March 23rd, 2025. Uh, it's late, but I'm not that tired today uh, because for pretty much the whole day I was just studying maths, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And I have a math test tomorrow, which is going to be like 3 hours long. And honestly, it's probably going to be pretty hard because we have two really complicated new topics and a bunch of topics that we're doing that we studied before. And yeah, I think it's going to be a bloodbath for most people. And for me, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little scared. But I think it's going to be a good challenge that is simultaneously actually challenging and doable, and it's something that I'm good at, so I'm excited about it. Um, and in general, I like maths and maths tests, which is a little strange, I guess. Most people hate them, but it's like, especially ever since I came to Austria without speaking German, it's become like the only thing that I'm actually good at, outside of English, obviously. Um, so yeah, I take pride in maths. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do like a perfect grade because there is one or two task types that I'm not entirely sure about, but maybe they're not gonna come to the test, and if they do, maybe I'll still figure them out. Mm, but about most things, I'm really certain, and I think most of the test isn't gonna be hard, and I'm hyped for it. Another thing that I'm hyped for is the release of my album, Cryo Breaks, which is going to be somewhere this week. Maybe on the weekend, maybe I can manage to do it earlier. So I do have a meeting with my supervisor teacher on Thursday, and I have to like make a presentation before that. So maybe, yeah, but I don't think that that's gonna take that long. So maybe I'll manage to do some album work before then, which is going to be, first of all, I decided I still have to go back and change a couple things in the arrangements, add and remove a couple notes here and there, but nothing major. And then a final remaster for pretty much everything. I'll just take one track that I mastered pretty well at 14 loops, and then I'll use it as a reference probably, and just master everything to about the same level, because right now there are some tracks that are two or three loops louder than the other ones, and yeah, I'll do that. Then I will export them in a good, better format, because for now I've been exporting them as an MP3, and I'll export them as a WAV format for distribution. Then I'll finish my album cover, which I have taken photos for yesterday, and I just need to design a logo for the album and put my uh, brand logo on it, and then pretty much ready. Then I'll go to Lander and get a distribution subscription, which is like $18 a year, and then I'll finally drop it everywhere, and I'll probably make a drop on YouTube as well, like separately from uh, the distribution, maybe SoundCloud as well. I don't know. Mm, yeah, but I can do that later, anyways. So I'm super hyped about that, and I'm going to have to take my computer with me tomorrow, my laptop, um, to school for the test, because we use graphic calculators, because some of the tasks are way too complicated to do by hand. Well, actually, most of the tasks are way too complicated to do by hand by far. And yeah, I just backed up all of my music files for the album and for the previous uh, eras of my music production as well, just in case. Like I'm not planning to destroy my laptop, but no one knows what could happen, and I can't afford losing hundreds of hours of work because of not being careful. So I just backed everything up on a flash drive, and yeah, as you can see, my skin is becoming clearer, which means that my medication is working, and I'm really happy about that because there was a flare up in the last week. I've been getting acne again, but then now it's going away, and I'm pretty happy about that. Um, and during the week last week, I went on a bit of a calorie deficit, which, by the way, a great thing if you're feeling too like lazy. I think that going on a light calorie deficit might be a good idea if you're not already, because obviously if you've been in a calorie deficit for a long time, that is going to make you lazy and lose energy, and like it's not good in the long term, obviously. But if you're feeling like lethargic and lazy and you can't really like mind fog and all this stuff, I think that if you go on a calorie deficit, it kind of like wakes you up in a couple days. But on the weekend, I mean, I've been studying or doing music, and I haven't left my room pretty much. And I've been eating a lot because my mom cooked a bunch of stuff, then my brother cooked, then I cooked, then someone else cooked. And there were like someone bought nuts, and I ate a lot of nuts, and those have like an insane amount of calories. But you know, I have my goals, so um, starting tomorrow, I'm going back on a calorie deficit, and at least until Friday, we'll see. We'll see how I do next weekend. Mm, yeah. So that's all. Actually, I thought I wasn't gonna record today, which would be ironic considering how I was talking about not being able to go to sleep without recording yesterday. But I guess I wasn't lying after all because here I am. Um, yeah, now that's everything, and see you tomorrow.